Hello everyone, it's Wolf here, and sorry for the slightly bad video audio quality today. I'm not using my normal microphone. I'm trying to get a better one so you don't hear the popping so much. Anyway, so I wanted to talk to everyone today about a topic that is, I think some people will find controversial and some people will disagree with me, and I will get a lot of backlash for this. But StarStable knows nothing about horses, and I have figured this out now after the new Icelandic update. If you go to the news, normally StarStable will tell you what coat variations that you can get in certain horses, and it will tell you the names of the coats. More often than not, StarStable is wrong. They do get a lot of the coat colors correct, they do, but there are so many of them that they just incorrectly name. So in this update, they just decided to toss the idea of naming the coats altogether and just said there are 6 coats to choose from. Am I knocking them for that? No, I think it's, I think that that's just a choice they decided to make. I don't know if they're being lazy or if they just thought it didn't make any sense to name the coats because it doesn't display in-game anyway. That is up for debate, and that's not what I'm talking about today. Today, I am talking about the gaits that they had noted, that they had written down and noted in their update. First of all, I don't know what a gallop and a fast gallop are. If you are in a riding lesson and your instructor tells you to gallop, you get off the horse and you run very far away because that is dangerous. No, you do not gallop. Horses have 6 gaits, or 5. They have 5 gaits, and gaited horses have 6 gaits. The gaits of a horse are walk, trot, lope, canter, gallop. The third speed that a horse does is called a lope. That is not the canter. The canter is more outstretched, it rolls, it's rounded. The lope is rolling and rounded, but it's more short, their legs are closer together. It is a Western name for that speed, but that is what people most often call it. There is no gallop and fast gallop or slow gallop or fast canter. That's all stupid, so I don't understand why StarStable, that is a game about horses, would call it a fast gallop. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Now, Icelandics are a gaited horse. They got that correct. But they said their gaits are as follows: walk, trot, canter, flying pace, and gallop, and fast gallop, pardon, not even just gallop. This is so wrong. First of all, may I mention that if you go up to anyone who owns a gaited horse and says that their horse is pacing, they will punch you in the face, because to say that their horse is pacing is terrible. That means they didn't train them right. That means their gait isn't fluid or beautiful. If you say that your horse is pacing, something is wrong with it in the gaiting horse community. That is wrong.
Hands down, kick. Now pull back, whoa.
There is flying walks, there are running walks, there is a flat walk, there are racks, which is what it is doing. It is a rack. It is not a flying pace. When it says trot, I don't know why these horses trot, because they are gaited. Gaited horses can trot, but they don't. When you are training a gaited horse, you do not want them to trot, because it throws the rider from side to side, it's super uneven, it throws off their natural gaiting ability. Trotting on a gaited horse is really, really bad. So the only reason that they included trot, I'm assuming, is for dressage in StarStable, which I do not agree with, because a flat walk or a running walk would have looked absolutely beautiful and even better than a trot, in my opinion. So I did not like that. They do canter, and believe it or not, gaited horses have beautiful canters. Some of the best canters that I've ever ridden, personally. They have amazing canters. So the fact that they are calling it a flying pace and not a canter, or that they change those gaits out, is so stupid to me. I don't like it. They did the gaited horse so dirty with this update, and I hate that they did it this way. There were so many ways they could have done this better. If they had replaced the trot for their tolt, which the tolt, by the way, is, I think they should have changed what they call the flying pace, which is a rack. They should have made their shift movement the rack, because racks are super fast. It is a fast movement. A running walk, which is what the tolt is not. They should have replaced the trot for that, and it would have been so much better. I think they really did these horses dirty. I'm sorry. I hate this update. Don't get me wrong, the horses are super cute. I'm probably going to get one just because StarStable doesn't have quests anymore, so what else am I going to do other than train horses? I don't know. They could have done better, and this was rushed, is basically what I think of this. And I'm kind of upset about this update, and it proves to me that, like, StarStable doesn't know what they're doing. They just don't. Another thing they added today was the dropped nosebands. By today, I mean November 17th when I'm recording this. I don't know if it's going to get uploaded the same day. Probably not. In fact, I doubt it. But they also put out or released dropped noseband bridles. The design of the bridles, I don't want to get too controversial because there are a lot of people who believe that stuff like this is okay, but the bit is a snaffle bit and it doesn't have a hook in the middle, which those kinds of bits, I'll put a picture of one on screen, they're very abusive because they pinch horses' tongues. I hate this design, and it's abusive, and it's teaching kids that these types of bridles are okay. Drop noseband bridles are not okay because they, just like hackamore bridles, I'll show you a hackamore too. It's different than a bosal. Bosals are safe. I appreciate bosals. Hackamore bridles and drop noseband bridles are super dangerous for horses because they will crush nasal cavities, and they can kill horses. They can. There are going to be a lot of people in the comments, if anyone comments, who says that that drop noseband bridles are okay, that they're safe, that they're this, that they're that. The purpose of a drop noseband bridle is to keep the horse's mouth closed, and I just believe that that is abuse. Some people can disagree, and I'm fine if you disagree, but I think this was a terrible tack item to add into the into a game about horses, and that is supposed to be spreading awareness and teaching people about horses. StarStable doesn't do that. This game doesn't teach anybody about horses. They do have history within the breeds when you buy them, if you care to read it, which is good, and a lot of it is correct. There is a lot that they add that's not quite true about certain breeds, but I'm not going to get into that. Where does it say in the update? It says something about these drop noseband bridles being comfortable for horses. They're not comfortable. They are not. Especially with these bits that they have designed. It pinches their tongue. It forces their mouths closed. They can't open their mouth. It's just super uncomfortable for them. Horses who wear these, or really any bridle that forces their mouths closed, start frothing. And people say froth is good. It's not. It means the horse is stressed. They're sweating. They can't open their mouth. It's just overall really bad. So what are my final thoughts on the update for November 17th, 2021? I think it was awful. I hate it. It doesn't teach kids about horses. It's wrong about the breeds. And overall, it's just inspiring kids to learn the wrong things. I'm planning on creating a channel that actually teaches people about horses and proper horsemanship. I'm going to try and do that soon if I can find time. But I'm sick of this. I'm sick of StarStable teaching kids stuff that they shouldn't learn. So look forward to that in the future. I will call it out, and I will make sure everyone is aware if I ever make that channel. Until then, I'm sorry this video was rather ranty, and I'm sorry that I was very heated and very, very opinionated in a lot of this stuff. If you disagree with me, that's fine. I can do a video going into depth about why I don't agree with these certain things in the game. But if I am to do that, it's going to be on another day. I'm rather rushed right now. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you consider what I said and do your own research and come to your own conclusions, and are able to come back to this video and reply with something that is something that will be able to help everybody, and one that builds a conversation that we can have civilly. I don't want there to be arguments. I want us to be able to have a conscious debate and to be courteous of one another's opinions. So thank you so much, and I'll try and post more often, and I'll let you know what comes up in the future. So thanks, bye.